Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we're going to be taking a look at the USS Rattlehead Tier 4 American Premium Light Cruiser. This is an Omaha class light cruiser and it is a part of the MEGADEATH collaboration that Wargaming is doing with MEGADETH, which is a rock band. Okay, as far as I know, I'm not a super big fan of MEGADETH or anything like that, but a lot of people are, and a lot of people can get the ship right now for free on your platform store. So if you guys want to get this ship for free, it's a free Tier 4 ship, all you gotta do is come to your home menu, go up to the search menu, and type in the following, okay? Type in, I gotta look right here so I don't type in wrong like an idiot. You have to type in welcome to the end game, okay? And it should pop up right there. And what you go ahead and do is you get it for free. You go to manage and you select these two files down here. Okay, I believe it's the 10 megabyte one, but this is both for World of Tanks and World of Warships. But what you're doing is you're downloading the World of Warships one. It is the 10 megabyte one, I believe. And then what you do, once these are both done downloading, then what you do is you restart your game and load it back up, and this stuff should pop into your port right here, okay? So that's how you get this bundle for free. Alright, now, let's go and take a look at the upgrades and loadout. I am running Aiming Systems Mod 1. Now, for the specs, the survivability, we've got 27,000 hit points. If I'm not mistaken, I think this ship is literally a Marblehead. If we go take a look at the Marblehead, literally, it's like a carbon copy Marblehead with a different camouflage, okay? So just keep that in mind. And I really like the Marblehead, so I'm sure I will like this thing just as much. This is basically a carbon copy Marblehead, okay, guys? Now, for the artillery, you've got 10 152mm 6-inch guns that shoot out to 14.1 kilometers on my build, 6.8-second reload on my build, with an 18 second 180-degree turn time. The maximum HE shell damage is 2200 with a 15% chance of setting fires, and the maximum AP shell damage with the Citadel, of course, is 3400. Now for the torpedoes, you've got 8.2 kilometer torpedoes. You've got 3 of them on each side of your ship that go out to, like I said, 8.2 kilometers, 56 knot speed. They're very slow. So these things are basically sea mines, okay? So they're just kind of like torpedoes just to send out there, and maybe you might hit something, you never know. But they do have quite the range, actually, for American torpedoes at Tier 4. Now for the AA defense, it's non-existent. Do not depend on this AA whatsoever. It's horrible, okay? Now for the maneuverability on my build, I've got 34 knots maximum speed. I've got 600 meter turning circle radius with a 5.7 second rudder. Now for the concealment on my build, I've got 10.6 kilometers by sea. Detectability range by air is 6.7 with a 2 guaranteed, of course, and 5.1 while firing in smoke. Now, if you take a look at the armor, this thing has no armor. It's an Omaha class light cruiser, ladies and gentlemen. Like them or not, they have great firepower, but the difference is they've got horrible armor. So you just got to keep that in mind. The way to play the Omahas and the way to play the Rattlehead, I'm guessing, is you're just going to be playing them like any other light cruiser. You don't want to get hit. Use islands. Use that maneuverability and speed to your advantage, okay? You want to get as much distance between you and the enemy as possible, and try not to get blown up, and get yourself into a position where you can just keep on setting fires on people, okay? So, anyway, the Rattlehead here, a cruiser that resulted from foul experiments with alien technology in a secret, in the secret dry dock of Hangar 18. You've possibly seen too much, and may already know too much. MEGADETH is a federal registered trademark, blah, 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 blah. Dave Mustaine, used with permission, year of design, 1990. Okay, so, for the commander on my build, I'm running, of course, Norman Scott. He's a level 16 legendary 4. I got him fully maxed out. I got the Lady Liberty guys on my ship. Now for the inspirations, I'm running Francesco Mambelli and Nikolai Kuznetsov. I've got Beyond Range, Igniter, Punch Through, Fixated, and Refill Station. And yeah, that's a little bit of a look at the Rattlehead. Now another thing you get with this bundle as well is you get this little assignment here, Rocking Seas. And if you complete this assignment here, win 10 battles in either standard or AI. If you complete this, you get the commander guys Dave and Vic up at the top there, as you guys can see. So you get two pretty cool commander guises, okay? So anyway, let's go ahead and play a match in the Rattlehead and just go on in, see what happens. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, if you guys have made it this far into the video, we're 5 minutes in. Make sure to go down there, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying the content on this channel. I do appreciate it. We're getting ever so slightly closer to 2,500 subscribers. It's crazy to think that we're already halfway to 3K subs, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to support the channel, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It seriously does help out, and most importantly, it is free. So anyway, a little bit of promotion out of the way. Looks like we got into a match here. We're going to be on North. It's going to be domination. And let's see what we can go ahead and do. So, the Omahas, like I said earlier, they've got no armor. They've got basically, you know, very, very piss poor. Basically, that's it. Like, they've got bad armor, all right? That's the only thing bad about the Omahas. They've got bad armor, and they blow up in spectacular fashion when they get hit. So what you want to be doing in your Omahas is kiting around, using islands, and absolutely burning everybody down to a crisp while not taking hits yourself, okay? Now, let's go and take a look at the matchup here. So it looks like we got an enemy ship there, and also a Rattlehead as well. So someone else has the ship. And we are in a tier 5 game, so we're up-tiered, which is unfortunate. We got a Hyuga out there, which is very dangerous. We got to watch out for that, especially since he has the rank 1 flag. He played in the first season of Ranked, so that is definitely worrisome, to say the least. I didn't even start my engine. Now, this ship does look pretty interesting, I will say. Pretty cool, right? It's an interesting looking boat. It's definitely one of those ships that is appealing to collectors. Now, one thing I noticed with this ship is the range. It seems to be slightly worse than the Omaha and the Marblehead. I noticed that right off the bat. It's got 14-kilometer base range with my build. And when I have my refill station going, when someone's near me, it goes out to 15. So a little bit shorter range, and a little bit shorter reload on the guns. But at the end of the day, this is pretty much a carbon copy Marblehead with some very minor differences on the guns. Now remember, I've got a 15% fire chance, so that's pretty good for a light cruiser. So I'm going to be able to hopefully get some fires on these guys and do some things with our HE here. Now, we did get a fire on that Hyuga. He did just damage con it, so what I'm going to end up trying to do here is I am going to try to get a follow-up perma-fire on him. I got to turn down my audio a little bit. But I got some shots out. I hope that sets a fire, and it does not, so I'm going to get another shot out there. And I just want to get a perma-fire on him so I can just basically have him burn out. That's the whole goal here. Notice I'm not, like, making it easy. I'm not just sailing in a straight line. I'm not, like, you know, dying in the beginning of the game. I'm actually using my range to my advantage, and look at that. It pays off. I just got a perma-fire on that Hyuga, so that's going to burn for, like, 30-40 seconds. That's fantastic. And we're going to start rolling in some free damage there. But yeah, using your range, guys, using your maneuverability and speed to your advantage is going to be, like, literally life or death in any Omaha-class light cruiser, okay? So you really want to be doing that in your Omahas, especially ships like the Rattlehead. But anyway, what we're trying to do here is just kind of sail around, get some shots off occasionally, and do damage over time. The Omaha-class light cruisers are support cruisers, guys. They're not meant to be going up there and taking the brunt of the enemy team, okay? You gotta be careful. I can't emphasize that enough. So, anyway, we got the Durflinger rolling out. He's at 10 kilometers. I hope I can get some fires on him. And unfortunately, the first shot, I don't get a fire. How about the second shot? We will just have to wait and see. And it looks like we don't get a fire. All right, maybe 3 times the charm here. Looks like our destroyer is getting absolutely messed up right now. He's fighting both enemy destroyers, which is really unfortunate. Now, I did just get a fire on that Durflinger. It might be a perma-fire, so that is fantastic. I'm going to switch my guns over to this T-61 and hopefully maybe get some hits. It's kind of hard to hit a destroyer that's moving at this range, I'm not going to lie, especially with these floaty American 6-inch guns, as you guys can see there. But Yeah, he's also going really quick, and unfortunately our T-61 is gonna die. Not a whole lot I could have done to help him. Both of those destroyers probably would have just dodged my shots if I was to take a few salvos at those guys. So, to each their own. Let me know in the comments below if I should have shot those destroyers. I mean, should I shot the battleship, got a fire, or should I frickin', you know, take some risky shots at those destroyers? I don't know. I honestly think getting the fire on the battleship was more useful here, but, you know, shit happens. Anyway, it's just us on this side of the map, along with this Devonshire. We need to just do our best to defend it. Now, I'm trying to turn out and kite. Kiting is a very, very viable strategy. Hyuga just shot at us with all 12 of his 14-inch guns, so what I'm doing is slamming on the brakes, turning hard to port, and we dodge all of those shells, just like that. See, guys? And right when those shells land around me, I quickly go full steam ahead and get back up to speed so I can hopefully dodge again. Now, we did just get a fire on that Hyuga. He immediately damage controlled that fire. Now, I did just get shot at across the map by the Ismail, and that could be really bad, but fortunately for me, I just got bracketed, so I am A-okay. Now, the Hyuga did just take a shot at our Devonshire, and he just absolutely fucking raked him. Holy crap. Yeah, that Devonshire is not having fun whatsoever. But he's not playing very well. See, he's a tier 5 cruiser, but he's playing like a complete idiot. He's going broadside to a cruiser. He's going bow on to a Hyuga that can overmatch him. He's not playing that ship very well, and, well, he died because of it, so that's not on me, that's on him. I'm actually playing my ship quite well here. I'm not making it easy for the enemy team. And that's very important to point out in these kind of games here, especially these live comms games. I did just take a hit from that Ismail, and luckily I'm okay, so we'll take it. I'm just gonna keep on letting these guns ring and hope for the best. Now, I do have a battleship coming over here, a Warspite. Now, notice there is somebody in the Charlie cap, so it's probably one of those pesky enemy destroyers. Well, we know it's one of those enemy destroyers because who else would it be? You know what I mean? And yes, it is. There's a T-61, so we got our sonar running, we got our plane up, we are going bow in right now. I pray to God that these battleships don't get any funny ideas and potentially absolutely nuke the shit out of me. But that could very well happen here. We got an incoming shot from that enemy Ismail, but we are A-okay. And we're going to be able to hopefully take out this T-61 and maybe even this Visteris if we can actually manage to pull off a proper charge here.
Problem solved, sir.
Our battleship did just get some nice hits on target there. That T-61 is on a permafire, so he will die to that. We're going to switch our guns over to this enemy Visteris here, and we should hopefully be able to get a potential double strike here. Double strike, double strike. Yes, sir, that's a double strike. And just like that, we are doing pretty damn good up to this point. We are most likely going to die here. I'm going to try to get into the smoke screen and maybe potentially go unspotted, but it's really iffy. I'm going to send some torpedoes off the port side. I'm not in range, but you never know. He might turn in and take them. So we might as well as frickin' try, right? We're on 3,000 hit points. I'm trying to get up into the smoke screen, and luckily I frickin' do, but notice there's only 7 seconds left on the smoke screen, and the Ismail has some shots coming in. They land short, thankfully. Looks like we got 12 seconds left on the smoke screen. We just moved up a little bit, and we're going to be able to just sit here for just a tad bit longer, and which should be enough to win the game, thankfully. Our team has actually done pretty damn excellent up to this point, and it looks like we got a fire on that Ismail. I think that's a perma-fire, so he's not having fun whatsoever. And we might be able to get maybe another fire in the back there. I'm trying to get a fire in the stern there, and just like that, we got another fire. Now, the Ismail takes a shot at this, at our Warspite, and thankfully the Warspite is still alive, and we're able to just sit here on 3,000 hit points and still shoot him. He just took a shot with his freaking bat gun there, and he actually takes us out with that bat gun. Damn. GG's to you, Ismail. GG's, good sir. But hey, that's not a bad first game in the Rattlehead. Not too bad. It's an Omaha-class light cruiser. So far, I like it. I mean, I've got a slight bias towards Omahas. I absolutely love the Omaha-class light cruisers, mainly because, well, it's a high-risk, high-reward game, gameplay, play style, if you will. So it's in my opinion, it's pretty fun. like I said, you guys just got to be careful. You got to play your ship, you know, very, very cautiously. You cannot just be charging in like that Devonshire earlier. But just like that, I mean, look at that right there. Tier 5 game, and we were top of the leaderboard in an Omaha-class light cruiser. What else can I say? As long as you guys play your ship to your strengths and don't just YOLO in and die, you guys can have pretty good games, even in ships like the Rattlehead. This is a great cruiser. It's an Omaha, okay? The saving grace for the Omahas is the fact that they got great guns, okay? They got great firepower. They've got good maneuverability and speed. The only downside with the Omaha-class light cruisers is the fact that they have a freaking giant citadel. You got no armor. So basically what you guys got to do in these ships is play them like glass cannons, use islands, use your maneuverability and speed, kite around the map, and you will have a good time for the most part. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all did enjoy this one. That's a little bit of a review, gameplay of the Rattlehead. I keep saying, I keep wanting to say the freaking Marblehead. It's so confusing. So many ships to remember in this game. But I do like it. It's a free ship. At the end of the day, you guys can pick it up in the store on whatever console you're on. And there you go. It's not a bad cruiser by any means. But I know a lot of you guys out there might not like the Omahas. You guys probably won't like this ship. But this ship I already like, man. It's an Omaha-class light cruiser. I like it. So, anyway, that's just my opinion there. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this one. I thank you all for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy.